Robie 1 returning over here at West Sutton Cemetery at Charles Howard and Emma Howard's grave as we continue the West Sutton Cemetery reconnaissance and get familiar with all the New England and South County, Mass graves and towns. And look at that grave substance right there, just to begin with as we continue. And I'd like to see all the Masonic value in all these little towns and see what all the obelisks say. And this one, we found a lot of children dead on the smaller graves too, and you see that there are people dying at 50s, and maybe it's just like how it was today. Children die, but to see them on the obelisk and they present it that way, and the sun god and the vegetation god at hand and the farmer history in the colonial area and what remnants the Indians left as we research it all. And you know, let's just within looking back here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, one way at the top, 11. Over in the distance there's 2 more, so there's 13. There's the one way in the distance there with the urn, 14. This one right in front of me, that's like a reddish stone, that's a stubblisk, I call it, that you could easily put that in there and categorize that. And this one too, I always thought the top of them kind of looked like the king's crown or something, and a lot of them have tricorder type detail in them. So white stones at hand, tatted. Let's look at this Amos Bigelow to begin with. And there's a urn. This one's built well. Interesting. Could be Mesoamerican or Mayan inspired. This one held up good for all these years. The grave substance. Amos Bigelow died December 14th, 1874, 85. Fanny Bigelow died September 16th, 1874, AE 82 years. Liberty Bigelow died October 31st, AE 15 months. Lucinda H.T. Bigelow died November 4th, 1816 years. Freeman Bigelow died March 23rd, 1879, 71 years. So there's 2 more dead children. Could them be sacrificial, them too? I don't know, but it's... Oh, there's another one we could add into this. I didn't see this little one. Taft with 2 F's. Died 4 years, Summer Taft. Wow, look at how good this one held up after all these years. Whoever did the work on this. Fine job. Extraordinary. What does that say? Does that say blood? A.S. blood. It does. A.S. blood. What does that mean? And look at the tip of this one. That's the first time we've ever seen that on the tip. Usually it's straight. It doesn't have curves in it. It's the first time I've seen that. These 2 died. This one looks like it would want to have an obelisk on it. Nope, it's pointy up there. That's what I call a stubblisk. It has obelisk values. And also, I believe, Masonic values. Some people don't believe what I believe, but it's funny how all the things I'm looking into them, finding, and my hunches keep bringing me to their symbolism. As I showed this guy the other day, that Templar pillar, when you flip it upside down. Some people find that fascinating, and I went to Duxbury, and there's a big geomantic value on the whole coast of Massachusetts, and you're gonna like this. But right now, let's look at the dates. Here's Emily Lewis Bestow, daughter of Summer Bestow, 18 years. Beautiful rose of youth, it says she was. 47 AE. Wonder if that's grave substance or someone kicked it down. There's a few over there broken. This one definitely has it. These people died older. Oh yeah. All of them. This is a urn with the tree. Stockwell seems to be a big name over here. Until I read the history book, I won't know who the true powerhouse was, as each small town does have a powerhouse family, and the names tend to be on the brick buildings that tend to be mud flooded, that tend to be behind retaining walls, tend to be in mysterious fires and whatnot. This one snapped. Look at how nice the stone looks. Snapped though. Alright, Solomon Severy. But before we go there, let's look at these two little ones, these three little ones. Look at this, the back side of this one. Pretty cool. Do any of these have writings? Oh, this has some little star. These are very difficult to read. There is something on there. Some more Putnams. Abigail. Very common name back then as I went into the Abigail theory. Here's a veteran and also a Freemason. And it looks like it's under a book open, possibly the Bible they could be referring to, in the shadow of the flags, kind of. 81 years he died. Cornelius Putnam. And the Freemason Book of History. So, as we see Putnam, 18 days. Oh, no, there's more to that. Widow. Wow. Really, she's a widow. Her stone is smashed. She's got, look at that. There's a wasp nest. Solomon Severy, 81 years. His wife died at 81 years, too. Interesting. Metcalf. All Metcalfs. Polly. This is one you don't see too often with the whole family. These could be commoners. Possibly, possibly not. Let's see the other side of this Severy. 7 months, 5 days. Another dead child on an obelisk style. More Metcalfs, Putnams over here. Severy. Marble. Susan Garfield. 30 years. Another 30 years. 24 years. 19, 21. Wow. A lot of dead teenage, early adults. Man, they must have confused the hell out of people when these families came here, and there was like all different Putnams. Daniel Marble. TVT, Continental Line, Revolutionary War, 1775. Newell Sherman. All right. Urine action at hand. About 61 out here right now in Mass. 89 years his wife, and him 74. Harston died 2 years and 10 months. Another dead child. There's another Severy in the distance right there. Another Abigail, as that was a common name back then, as I talk about it. Charlotte. Two little ones here in the corner. This is cool, nice spot. Fisher there and Tabitha there. As we leave right here under this tree, beautiful in the air. Robie 1. The mission continues to see that all the Masonic values in the colonial areas in Massachusetts and in New England and wherever we travel. May have a nice day. Later.